You are live, yes. We're live, everybody. Not too late. Sorry, folks. Bear with me. I am Mr. Brown. What's today's date? It is Friday, August the 7th, in the year of our Lord 2026. I am Zebroon, and I trust you're all doing really well. Summer is back again in the UK. It's been away for a few days. It's been away. But it's coming back with a vengeance. Should we get some guests on? Yes. Okay. First up, the channel's very own cigar smoking, coffee drinking. He's a YouTuber now. It's the Phobos.
Hello. Hey, chat. Hey,
Hello
Bruce. What's
there.
happening?
You all right?
Yeah. I'm doing fine. I have my new superhero costume that I wear.
Go on, let's have a quick
occasionally,
look then. Go on then, let's have a quick look.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
Bear with us, folks.
Yeah. So on Price, we're called his show's stream's called the Night Owls,
It is.
and he has a bunch of people on, and it's Night Owls Assemble.
Oh, look at that, everybody. I like the no.
Yeah, Night Owls. Yeah, no.
How's your channel going? You monetized yet?
No, because I keep getting the same message back that I didn't click OK. Yeah, I just found out it's some kind of bug on AdSense. So hopefully next week I'll get a message saying, "Yay, you're monetized." But
anyway.
Things have slowed down. But that's bound.
You're over the hurdle. You've done the hard work. That's it. It's all bonus from now, mate.
Yeah, until they say yes, I haven't done shit. But it's been fun.
And on that bombshell, should we get the next buddy on?
Yes, let's. Oh wait. Hello. Let's bring the next guest on.
Here he is, folks, all the way from Ding-a-ling-a-ming-mong, saving the universe or destroying the universe, something like that. Anyway. It is Emperor Goldwyn, yes.
Yes. What are we doing? How are we doing today? Everybody good?
Not bad. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing fine. We'll see. At least the theaters are making money. Not sure I'm a fan of the movie that they're making money from, but people seem to like it. I mean, it looks.
Which one, the Odyssey or the other one?
No, the Odyssey died as soon as there was the new thing that came out.
Came out? What?
I think Spider-Man's going to do well over $2 billion.
Yeah, they were saying that on. What's that? The big live stream that's on now.
Yeah, it can't miss it only needs a 2x multiplier to make $2 billion, so it's a done deal.
Yep.
There you go. We'll talk about that for the next 5 hours. Emperor, it's great to have you on, mate.
Yeah, it's great to be here. Do we have another?
We do. Yeah, we do. Exciting. Shall we get him on? Let's get him on. Yeah, nice avatar. Here he is, folks, straight from his own live stream, everybody. It's the mighty John.
Hey, how you doing, guys? You all right? Good to see you, Mr.
John?
Brown. Yeah, good. Thank you very much.
Yep. Good to see you, John.
Yeah, what we got to talk about tonight? Lots of fascinating stuff, I'm sure, as always.
Small presentation, but maybe we'll try and wing it for a bit, as you do,
Yeah, welcome to the 100% Spider-Man 100% of the time channel. Everybody's talking about
welcome to Brand New Day channel on Brand New Alliance.
Oh. Well, the UK did a big thing yesterday.
What?
The UK approved the Paramount, although why they have a say in it, I don't know. They approved the.
I thought they stopped the boats then.
No, they're still letting those through, but they're also allowing the Paramount Skydance Warner Brothers merger. But we still have some local issues here that need to be taken care of.
That's fantastic. That means the boat people can watch brand new Warner content in their hotel rooms.
Woohoo!
Life's good. Anyway.
Indeed.
John,
if they can watch Supergirl, they'll leave.
Maybe that's where play non-stop Supergirl on the beach at Dover.
Yeah,
that'll stop.
Oh, the hell with this.
John, there is another.
Another?
Mm.
Mm.
Right.
There he is.
Oh, hello. Hello,
Oh,
everybody.
Hello.
Yeah, not sure what you want me to say here.
Don't know. Hello. Who are you for the folks at home?
I am the Mega Geek, also known as Ian Diaz. There you
But
go.
Ian, you're Blick.
But you bleak.
He is.
You are.
Yeah, I am.
How are you, Ian?
Just make sure you don't stand on the painting. Yeah, I'm okay. Yeah, I'm all right. Yeah, see, you got the joke.
I was looking for the plastic, mate.
Plastic.
Diplomatic immunity.
What about that line? Eeny, meeny, miny. Hey Mo!
Hey, Mo.
Yeah.
Shoots
Ian,
the, was it goldfish?
Why are you such a good director? It's
I
a
think 'cause-
tough question,
that's
but a fair
smell.
one.
It is tough, very tough. I don't know. I'm just good at it. That's all I can say. But there you go.
Anybody Cambridge University professor?
Oh,
Yeah, I've been watching that develop. That's hilarious.
I
Yeah,
think that between you and I think that's where Ian went wrong, don't you?
Yeah.
yeah. Apparently, the guy wasn't an astronaut. They went and checked, and NASA has no memory of him being on the ISS or flying the space shuttle.
I
Go
think
figure.
it was because he may have been with NASA with two S's. That was
Oh,
the thing.
Well, he was in the program 7 Up. So was
Yeah.
that the NASA space program? Thinking managed over there.
Yeah, this guy didn't do anything that he said he did, man. I'm not even sure if he's literate.
What are you
not sure he
talking about?
exists. So
What happened?
So a fabulist, I'll use that word, managed
What's
to
his Jason?
get
What's his name? Jason.
Aynard. Is that
Something
right?
like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But he fabricated this
Black Walter Mitty. Hello,
backstory
mate.
about how he was illiterate and couldn't read or write, and I think what was it, something about like he couldn't even
was-
like speak.
You're right. He was
Until about
autistic and
12,
non-verbal until he was
nonverbal.
18, right?
He used to shit himself, wipe the feces all over the walls
Yeah.
as a way of expressing himself. What else?
His name is Jason Arde.
He ran 6 or 10 marathons?
no.
It's 6 marathons in 6 days.
Yeah,
And
Yeah,
then he
he's-
changed it to 12.
yeah. He's including Everest and some others that
Yeah.
they checked and they were like no.
Yeah,
But
Mars.
he also claimed that he in addition to his job at Harvard, it used to be, or at Cambridge, he used to be at Harvard, and Harvard was like no. He's just this fabulous, but because he came in on like grievance studies, they hired him and were celebrating. Oh, he's such a wonderful backstory. He has a publishing deal, and his
Book out
and his
next week.
biography is supposed to come out next week, and they are not canceling it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, he was also like a visiting professor at the Scottish Institute of, I don't know, Gender Studies. He's the youngest black, gay, trans, handicapped professor ever.
Oh,
Yeah.
is he the guy
Astronaut.
with the dreads? Is he the
Yeah.
guy with the dreads?
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
And finally, somebody
BBC did a
went,
documentary
"Wait a
about him
minute,
as well.
it looks like this man may have plagiarized some things." It was like that's
AI,
the least.
yeah.
That's the least of his offenses.
Yeah.
But somebody finally checked it because it was just everybody goes, "Oh, this is a wonderful story. It's too good. It perfectly fits our biases. Nobody's going to check any of this and look at our virtue." And then sadly, somebody checked.
Yeah.
This is the clincher though for me. Sorry, folks. Durkee McDurkeyface numbers wrenched, even my friend, and the UK police tried to shut down the journalist who exposed him.
Mhm.
Basically, investigated the journalist.
Listen, I read one of the guy's papers. It had about 50 typos in it, and it was grammatically incorrect as well. Like, the guy really can't, he's not really fully literate. He's certainly not articulate. I mean, he claims to, how many publishings does he claim to have? Like,
All of them.
All of them.
But-
Yeah, I think he's the
Yeah, it was,
entirety of all published works.
Matt Taibbi looked up one and he went over it and we looked and it was like it was grammatically a disaster. Like, what subject? He is now former. I didn't realize that he
handed his
finally
notice in
resigned.
when they said they were going to
Yeah.
investigate.
What department? What was he actually a professor of?
It's like DEI stuff.
Comedy?
It's like grievance stuff.
Comedy?
Bullshit.
Well, yeah, but that's not the title they put on your Cambridge office door.
They might
It's
as
the
well have in
BBC
this
did a
case.
documentary on him. BBC
Yeah,
did a
yeah.
documentary.
He really is the poster boy for woke
Yeah,
DEI.
yeah.
Very
Oh,
good.
Well, he's
Professor
also
of sociology of education at the
And the woke
University of
people say
Cambridge.
nothing about it. They're keeping stum.
Yeah,
yeah. I mean, it's really more an indictment of what the university system has become. I mean, it's really just an employment system for friends and family who can't get real jobs, but they're credentialed but not actually educated. There's been this huge expansion in the number, like especially in the U.S., the number of bureaucrats compared to actual teaching positions. I mean, it is ridiculously top heavy, and you expanded all of these departments to have, I mean, I remember when women's studies and at the time Black studies, now African American studies, when they started populating those, and you would just like sit in on a lecture and realize, oh, these people are idiots. What is going on here?
and they only had like a staff of 2 or 3 people. But I would rather them be bureaucrats than the incompetent idiots that are teaching the next generation of incompetent idiots. That's what's scary.
Well, I mean, the thing is, that if you go to like the colleges of education on a university campus, by the way, that's where this guy was actually employed. It's a train wreck. I mean, I remember in the early '90s hearing what was coming out, in the ideas that they had for how to educate people or whatever. And there's a reason I homeschooled my kids.
Yeah.
Well, you look at John Cleese's tweet today, and he's basically he's put the attachment up about the courses that Cambridge University are doing. It's staggering, isn't it?
Yeah.
And the thing is, this isn't like Burnley College. This is the University of fucking Cambridge, the most prestigious institution of higher learning, supposedly in all of the West.
Well,
fucking insane.
Look at the problems that Harvard, that Yale, that Stanford have had with
plagiarism.
Well done tenured or just inventing research that then made those people famous. And now when people started doing checks on their work, and they were like, wait a minute.
Okay.
What was it? Claudine Gay, the president of Harvard, that finally resigned.
Okay. Ian, what do we need to do on your CV to get you that directing job in Hollywood? What do we need to do? What do we need to make up?
You don't need to do anything. I just need to wear a dress and blue hair.
Yeah.
Get a tan. It would help if you're blacker.
That's right. I need to black myself up.
How are you with nose rings?
I'll put one on, definitely.
Yeah,
definitely. Yeah. That'll get me the job.
Yeah.
I think so.
Are you prepared?
Now, we'll have to come up with a convincing backstory for you.
Yeah.
We need a backstory.
You need some lesbian trauma in your childhood.
Well, we've got the ultimate. Well, yeah, we've got the ultimate trauma. His brother sat on his Enterprise.
But
we may have to change that up a bit to be more of a sexual nature, but we can make it work. It's just a matter of. It's more about the presentation of the facts than the actual facts that matter.
When did you learn to speak, Ian? 12, 13, 14?
Last week. And Cider
60.
Cider Feed, he's a woman now, so he already is full gay. He's been sleeping with other women his whole life.
How many marathons have you had this week? We're not talking about chocolate bars either.
Oh, loads.
We got another one. Yeah, we got another one. Yeah, this is it. You need to add this. Gavin Unit, Wrench will spot them, mate.
Oh, yeah.
Mega Geek got his rowboat That's Ian. That's
I
unforgivable.
did. Yeah,
That's
I know.
that is a bad
That's
one. That's a
trauma.
Oh, I've got a good
Trauma.
one. You saved up for 2 years on a trip to see the staircase from the Untouchables, and you went to the wrong fucking city.
No, that's wrong person.
I know.
Rud's already stolen that one, so you
Yeah,
know
it's a
they'll be
real
able to check
story.
that
We're
one,
just borrowing it for his CV.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we'll do. I mean, he was unable to speak until he got on YouTube, and it was so inspirational. Is when he got
until
behind a camera and a mic.
And joined this channel.
Yeah.
But so the BBC did this documentary, and then they found out he was lying, and then he quit, or did they fire him? Or,
Oh,
or what happened?
I think he resigned technically, but it was basically
Yeah.
oh, I'm going to go
You're right.
spend more time with my family.
Apparently, the university or certain people in the know knew about this over a year ago, but
Oh, I'm sure.
they were all. I think it was the university. They were all keeping stum. Yeah,
You can't expose the cult, can you? You just can't
No.
do it. No, you can't do that. They're untouchable.
I want more details about what Ian said. The police were actually stopping people from investigating this dude. That's insane.
It's crazy.
Yeah, and
isn't it?
trouble is that the police are all woke beyond belief now anyway, aren't they, as
Yeah.
well? That's the trouble.
Yeah, it's
So-
insane but unsurprising.
back in a minute.
Yeah.
You confront the police about their 2-tiered police system, and they deny it while admitting they have a 2-tiered police
Yeah,
system.
I know.
It's so like, dude, are you really that dumb, or are you lying? Because those are
again,
the
you're-
only two.
But you know
Your
what,
problem is you pointed it out. That's the sin, not the 2-tiered system, but the fact that you're observing it. That's what's the real crime is.
But the good news is, right, Burnham is on a well-deserved 2-week holiday.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah. We're getting closer and closer to that V for Vendetta universe over here. That's
Yeah.
happening.
Hey, is Brumley a real place? I was trying to think of some
Bromley,
podunk
yeah.
British town. Brumley
Bromley.
College. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Wrench, hello, mate. Shout me, by the way. Dad's brown, is it? No, police, mate.
Brown's
I'll be
dead.
back in a minute.
I'm only going
Yeah.
as far as Brumley.
Yeah, it's
No.
it's a weird world we live in, isn't it?
I
Weird
remember
world.
this from over 30 years ago. I'm hitchhiking. I'm on the M1. Guy pulls over. You could tell I wasn't going to get in the car with this guy. He was looking for something. I was just looking for a ride because I'm only going as far as Birmingham. And I still remember it like it happened today. Yeah, pro
Birmingham.
tip. Don't get
Don't-
dropped off on the was it the M5, M6 turnaround, roundabout, or interchange?
Oh, okay. Right.
You don't
okay.
want to be hard to get a ride off that shit.
There you go. There you go. I think that's it. Are we done?
Yeah, that must be it.
Didn't
Well, that
that guy
was
look
short and
like
sweet.
Black Snape? He looked like Black Snape, didn't he? The guy.
Oh,
Well,
yeah,
that was in his
kinda does,
CV. He
yeah.
was starring as Black Snape.
Yeah, he was the first Snape.
No, he really was Snape. He actually had Hogwarts on his CV.
Yeah,
he was a
yes.
professor of Muggle studies for 5 years.
Certain people are saying he should be prosecuted for basically fraud, deception.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they'll
Yeah,
let
I mean,
him off.
He benefited from it.
He said he raised 5 million for charity with other people. Was it 6 marathons with a broken leg?
Well, I mean, as one does. Do you remember the Saturday Night Live bits from like the late 80s, early 90s where John Lovitz was the pathological liar?
Oh, yeah. Oh, so I was an astronaut with
That's
Christy
right.
Brinkley. Yeah.
With my wife, Morgan Fairchild, whom
Fairchild,
I've seen
yes.
naked, whom I've slept with.
There you go, Dirk McDirkface, numbers wrenched. He should, as should his accomplice. It's not us, is it?
No,
It isn't, is it?
it's not.
I mean, again, it's but when you see the system and then they demand respect, stop giving them respect. Stop listening to these people.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
do you know what I found out a couple of days ago? I found out
You can
that
read.
I found out that one of the festivals my film was put into got rejected, and because I knew someone on the board, I asked them why.
Oh no!
And he said that there were two. These are not his words, mine. Two blue-haired people on the judging panel, and they didn't like the way that Rebecca got told off by her boss, and that's why they didn't put the vote in, and that's why I didn't get accepted into the festival.
Jesus.
So that just goes to show, don't it, that things.
So
are
the
not going
blue-haired
well.
people are fucking you over.
Yeah. Oh, apparently this guy just got hired he's going to be a professor of Somali daycare in the States.
Oh, an Illyrian Center. Excellent.
Yes.
That'll be
Adjunct professor of
He'll do
Leering.
well over there then.
Yeah. Adjunct professor of Leering.
That's crazy.
Absolutely well, I mean, Ian, you're running into the same thing that's existed in the publishing industry for well over a decade. You know, where I mean, the reason that you get so little good sci-fi and fantasy and all that now is because the blue hairs took over publishing, and so now if it doesn't conform with whatever craziness of the minute that they believe in, they're not going to support it.
Yeah, I remember when I did the first Rebecca Gold short film, and there was this festival that we won best short, and it wasn't Budapest, it was in, I think it was Switzerland.
Budapest was Avengers, wasn't
it? Yeah, and they basically said, and the winner is Katie Sheridan, producer and director. And so, because I saw it was live, so I sent them an email saying, "Look, it wasn't her, it was me. I directed it," and they wouldn't correct the award. They wouldn't correct the award because it had the name on the award. They wouldn't do it. They wouldn't do it because obviously they were of that ilk, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Crazy, right?
So,
well, crazy.
There you go. Right. This is spot on. Reg, the blue hairs used to mean the Mary Whitehouse Brigade. These young ones are worse. Yeah, because they've got social media. Mary Whitehouse didn't.
I mean, we used to joke, like, if you were driving, you know, and you just saw like blue hair and, you know, a steering wheel or whatever, it was an old woman.
Yeah.
Now it could be anything. I don't know, but I know I want to avoid it.
Yeah,
used to get blue rinse.
Yeah,
there's this guy, straight white dude from Vancouver named Aaron Barry. He used a pen name Adele Nawanako to pretend he was a fake gender fluid queer Nigerian diaspora person, and all of a sudden all of his poems were getting published by all these prestigious journals of poetry, and he wrote them deliberately as nonsense bullshit because he couldn't get any of his work published when he was white. So he pretended to be a gender fluid queer Nigerian guy. All of a sudden anything he shat out would get published in these incredibly prestigious journals. You can Google, over 50 poems were accepted into various literary journals and magazines between 23 and 2024. Aaron Barry, Barry. Look him up, man.
They never researched Nigeria.
Yeah, I was going to say, Ian, I think a move to Nigeria is in order.
I've been to Nigeria. I produced a film in Nigeria.
Gender fluid?
Yeah. Go on. Sorry. Go ahead.
This is
go on,
sorry, guys. I was just saying, this is the same. Remember the Shooty Gatwa Doctor Who, where they did an episode in Nigeria, and he said it was his happy place, and it's like, for gay people, have you actually been to Nigeria?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Do you know, guys? I worked in Canada for a very long time, and there was this girl that I used to work with. She was the continuity girl, and she was gorgeous. She was kind of half Spanish, half American, half this, half that. Absolutely gorgeous.
What was her name?
I can't mention her name. But anyway, I remember. So I used to go there every year. Used to go for 6 weeks every year, direct this stuff, and then come back home. And then one year I went there, and she told me that she was gay, right? And I said, oh, okay, well, and I said, I'm coming out. This is before everything kicked off. So she said she was gay, and then I followed her on Instagram, and as the years went on, she went from a lovely, gorgeous woman to short hair, tattoos on her arm, a lot of weight, and now she's not unrecognizable. And I just think it's such a shame. Such a shame. No, she hasn't got blue hair, but I think it's such a shame. And obviously in Canada, it's rife now. The old lefty stuff is taken over, and it's rife over there. And I just think it's such a shame because she looks so beautiful, and she was so feminine. And now you see her hanging, on Instagram, see her hanging around with all these butch girls and stuff like that.
Oh, nice.
And I just think, what happened? Why are people so easly influenced into
we know what
nonsense?
happened. Punchable face, wrenched was what Ian turned her gay.
No, it wasn't me. I wasn't even going out with her. She was just a really good friend. Really, really good friend.
Yeah. Well, she's been demoralized and brainwashed by neo-Marxist thought, which penalizes any sort of extraordinary success, including being beautiful. So one of the things they do in uglifying everything is kind of create this disconnect between a person's brain and their normal, natural human desire for harmony and beauty. That's a normal human thing. We are generally repulsed by ugly things. So by becoming ugly and telling you it's beautiful, it kind of breaks your brain a little bit and makes you more susceptible to any of their other insane ideas.
I can't even unfollow her. Do you know what I mean? I feel if I unfollow her, then it's she's gonna think it's really bad. Whatever. She'd still communicate. She still communicates with me, and I'm still friends with her. But I just think it's a real shame. She went from this gorgeous. I'm telling you, she was gorgeous looking girl. And now she's got short hair and she looks like a boy. And I just think it's such a shame.
It's not Elliot Page, is it? Bayonara Wrenched. Hello, my friend. People were normal in 1960. In fact, people were normal.
Well, J. Edgar Hoover wore a dress.
So, 1960, 1970, 1980, 1990 now are becoming ugly people.
Yeah, people were normal in public, but like I said, they did some pretty freaky shit.
I blame social media and mobile phones.
I don't, because it started before that.
Did it?
Yeah, I mean if you look at like the 70s, you have Tom Wolfe identifying it as the me generation. You have multiple generations now that don't get married, don't have kids, don't have an investment in the future. It all becomes about themselves, and when you do that, you just kind of float around in the moment, and so whatever thing is happening, I'm just going to impulsively do this thing because I don't have a vision for having to suppress certain things in public, having a sense of common decency. Because it's all about me. I want to do this thing, and so how dare you judge me? Versus, look, there are kids around. Maybe I should keep that shit down low. It's just not happening. And if you look at Western countries in general, I mean, our birth rates are ludicrously low. Germany,
not in Leicester, not.
Again, I mean, there's a reason that they're importing. There's a reason they're importing immigrants.
Birmingham.
They actually reproduce. You are going to be in a situation where you have far more retired and elderly people than you do children. And the problem is that so much of like the finances for government are dependent on an increasing population.
Yeah. Side feet, Legend Ranch. I'm yet to see my dad, on the other hand, would love to go to Thailand.
It's incredible, isn't it, when you think about it? I don't understand. Well, I do understand, but it's such a shame that I know. Look, Simon on Type 40. I've known him for a very long time, and he's even he's upset. He was saying there was this time where it all settled and gay people were accepted and
Yep.
and stuff like that. And suddenly it's gone out of whack now, where everybody's being furries and all kinds of nonsense connected. And it's literally, it's literally making them look bad now. Do you know what I mean? And
you can blame Yuri Bezmenov and the like. This started long before. Social media is an accelerant, though. It's like pouring gasoline on the fire that's already here. He was a Russian propagandist that defected in the 80s, and he talked about their campaign of infecting the country with Marxism and
this is all Marxism, isn't it? Our government's a Marxist government.
I always joke with my wife. I mean, that we didn't actually win the Cold War.
No, we didn't.
That both sides lost, and the reason that they lost is because the Soviets kind of unleashed the doomsday weapon, which was their ideology and infecting universities and all that, and in the West not being strong enough to be immune to that thing, and so what you're going to have is an ideology that takes down most of what you have as civilization. Then you have to rebuild it somehow. But we'll learn the lessons one way or the other. It'll either be really bloody or we'll have some good sense and fix it.
I thought we'd got rid of it. I thought we'd got rid of all this shit.
Well, no. I mean, it started in your universities in the 20s and 30s. Remember all of the Soviet moles that you had that suddenly got ripped out. We also had the same thing, in our nuclear weapons.
Kim Philby.
Yeah.
It's even like what Ian said a few moments ago about the fact that we kind of sort of got there, and like you mentioned Simon, I sort of like Brendan on the Sense Sphere's the same. Him and his partner are gay, and they've had enough of it. And it's what I hate about the TV programs and movies is they come out and they put the woke rubbish into it, and they go, oh, we need to do this for the first time because, these people need to be seen. And yet 25 years ago, and I always give the example of Deep Space Nine and the diversity they put into Deep Space Nine. Do you know what? I didn't care back then because it was well-written stuff, well-written, didn't take me out of the episodes, and we got on with it. And it's like, you're right. We got to a point in society where you still had some idiots, but we pretty much got rid of all of that nonsense. And then this generation came back with Russell T Davies and people like that who couldn't give up their gay movement from the 80s. They wanted another crusade to carry on with. That's part of the problem as well.
Also, they still acted like it was the 50s.
When you watch Red Dwarf, when you first watched Red Dwarf, it didn't even occur to you that there were two black leads in there at all. No. Right, you just watched it because it was funny and they were funny, and there was none of this. Oh, we've got diversity. Oh, we've got two black leads in there and stuff like that. It was all accepted because it was just that. That's all it was. But now it's just ridiculous how everything has to have a black person in it or a gay person in it.
The original Star Trek.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Well, I mean, the problem is that while the general populace, kind of became colorblind in a lot of ways, and accepting of gays and all that, given the basic rights that it's had or whatever. The thing is that you talk about this new generation, they're not the problem. The problem is the people that educated them.
Yeah,
because that was our generation and generations prior, who had sat in school systems and all that and built up their ideologies and started filling their heads full of bullshit. This didn't just spring, fully formed from the head of Zeus right now. This in the 60s and prior, you had problems. I mean, in the 60s, when you had stuff like the, SDS and there were professors that were goading them on, that were helping them. The 70s in the U.S. was one of the most violent times politically since the Civil War. We had bombings constantly, to include the Senate, because you had a bunch of leftists that were mad and throwing temper tantrums with the Weather Underground and things like that. We really kind of, as adults, for us, we kind of came up in some really easy times. But what we thought was done, oh, look, the Soviet Union's defeated, the wall came down, and this is the end of history, and everything's wonderful. You didn't realize that you'd already been infected, and it had spread quite a bit in universities, and then was creeping throughout the education system.
Yeah.
Well,
and again, I don't know how you fix it now.
No.
Well, I mean, I have a few ideas, but it'd be hellishly unpopular. But you just basically, I mean, you have to, it's like if you have a business and the culture goes bad, right? You have to bring in someone who basically just flamethrowers, because you have to root out everybody that's a problem. And yeah, I may get a few, some people may be hit with strays, and that's too bad, but get out, because I have to rebuild it. If you leave those people in there, they're like a cancer. I mean, they'll just spread again. They'll cause the same problems.
Everything.
Again.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Suliu wrenched. Hello, my friend. McCarthy was right.
Yeah, he was.
Well, so McCarthy was right, but also wrong. McCarthy was accidentally correct. I mean, the idea would he himself
welcome,
he was
mate.
an idiot. He was making things up to try and get elected, but he was correct that there were communists in the government.
All right, let's move off this subject because it's depressing me.
Yeah. Well, I can say punchable face. I mean, he's already very excited about this.
It's either this or Supergirl.
But I think. But here's the upside is you don't much like all of this didn't just happen overnight. You don't fix it overnight either. But you have the ability to affect the world by the people that you interact with. Right. I can't change the big world. I can change the world one person at a time.
There you go. Echo Chamberlain, wrench. Oh, this is becoming ultra right wing Midwest talk radio.
Well, there's a reason why we're on the right, which I'm not. I'm in the middle.
I'm not on the right. I don't think my I'm.
Let me rephrase that then. Let me rephrase
just
that.
on common sense.
There's a reason. There's a reason why there are people on the right that doesn't like the left. Is because they are right. Do you understand what I'm saying? They are right. The left is wrong. The left has killed people for what they believe. They've literally killed people. The right hasn't done any of that stuff. The left has suppressed the truth. They've suppressed the truth, and in charge of the media. And just as examples, we're talking about the guy in the university and stuff like that. The police are trying to stop the journalists from telling the truth, but the right isn't. The right isn't doing stuff like that. So, choose your side. That's all I'm saying.
We're 3 weeks on from Anne Widdecombe, exactly. And that's all gone completely quiet.
Rest in peace, Anne.
Yeah, it's all gone quiet. And
ongoing case, obviously.
Yeah, and did you see yesterday there was that person, or the day before in London, where they said, "Oh, a woman is, tempted to stab people," and it turned out it was a bloke attempting to be a woman, but the BBC and everyone told you it was a woman. This is all 1984
allegedly
kind of stuff, isn't it? Yeah. Well,
I don't think there's any allegedly about it, but okay.
Well, I'm with Bayona.
We'll do the entertainment in a minute. This is cope, everybody. This is cope. Bear with us. Just bear with us.
It's not that people chose to be on the right. They got categorized that way because the left just kept going further left.
Yeah, we're in the center. We're actually centrists.
Yeah, I mean, we have candidates now winning Democratic primaries that are members of the DSA.
Yeah,
and are doing it fairly easily, and
openly.
Yeah, but that was the nature that when you begin to reward things like victimhood or marginalization and make those the social currency, well, then people are going to understand and adapt to it. And
that's exactly what they did in Spider-Man, didn't they?
Nice segue. We'll get to some entertainment in a minute. That's fantastic.
For
it's not his first rodeo, is it?
Jean Grey, isn't it? Jean Grey. That's what they did. So that's what they're pushing. They're pushing. They're trying to push all that crap into our movies.
That's a great segue.
Didn't mean it. There you go.
Okay. Chat. What do you want to do? Talk about ultra right wing politics. Or Supergirl.
Put a poll up.
Okay.
I mean,
It's
what
a
more can we?
terrible choice between those two. It's,
What more can we say about Supergirl though? That's the thing. What hasn't
we'll
been
find
said
plenty.
already?
Don't worry. Don't worry. We'll find plenty. Okay.
it's out of theaters.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, yes. Yeah.
There you go.
She probably would have made a better Supergirl, actually.
There you go. Gap After Dark, numbers wrenched, nice pussy. Hello, my friend. This is it. Get on with entertaining. Yeah.
There we go.
Occasionally we just need to get it off our chest, folks. So just bear with us. It finds us occasionally. We just need to. It's just cope. Yeah. We'll do a quick super chat. X Flavius, X Ranch World Sports. £5. Cheers, my friend. My parents were so tight at Xmas, they give me an empty box and tell me it was an Action Man deserter. Yeah, we were so poor. We couldn't afford clothing. So my dad had to save up for a cap so I could look out the window.
That's not as worse as what my mum went through. My mum told me that when it was Christmas time, her and her sister used to just sit outside the house and watch all the other houses with Christmas trees up and stuff like that. Her mum, her gran couldn't afford anything, so they found their joy in looking at other people, looking through other people's windows, getting presents and stuff like that. Yeah. So
I had crazy, right? my great grandmother told me a story about one Christmas where they couldn't afford any gifts for the kids. So when the kids got up, they told them that the dog chased away Santa Claus. And that always made me sad, mostly because I thought about how rough that dog's life had to be for the next year.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, absolutely they took it out on the dog.
Oh, yeah. You knew that dog was getting kicked constantly.
I was so ugly as a kid. My mum had to.
What do you mean as a kid?
As a kid, my mum tied a pork chop around my neck so the dog would play with me.
It still dug a hole and buried you in the backyard?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. All-time favorite sci-fi. Ian, that story about your mum. God.
Yeah, I know it's true.
That's got me. That has got me in the heart.
It's very true. It's very true.
Damn.
Yeah, they were very poor. So there you go. That's not good. Well, they didn't know any better. They enjoyed Christmas by just looking at other people. So that's the thing, isn't it?
Well, they should have gone into those houses and said, "It's our Christmas, comrade."
Whereas now,
it was Trinidad, and also it was when Britain took over Trinidad, and it was all English people that looked down at the black people at that moment in time. So they couldn't really do that, and people wouldn't say anything to them because they were people of color.
Well,
so
Ian, I think the reason they looked down on you is because you were all short.
That too.
Okay, let's get back on track. Okay.
Yeah.
All-time favorite sci-fi TV show and why?
I think John should start first because he's got loads.
Go on, John. Open to the chat as well.
For me, it's Stargate SG-1. I love it. It used to be Doctor Who, but I think Stargate SG-1 for me, it's got the action, it's got the great comedy in it as well. It's just a great show. So that's number one for me.
Followed by second show.
Yeah, what would you have as a second show, John?
Well, second show is Doctor Who.
Dr. Watt.
Yeah. The proper Doctor Who, not Jodie, not the Jodie and Shooty show.
No.
Yeah.
Ian, go on then, Ian.
Well, it's Doctor Who number one, but number two, when I was a kid, close second was Planet of the Apes TV show. I don't know whether you call that sci-fi. Yeah. I used to love that show. I used to think
I liked it as well. Saturday morning, it's great.
Yeah, solid. Yeah, I watched that.
Yeah.
Not when I was a kid, but I watched it.
Anybody else?
There you go.
Jay?
Yeah, I mean, mine is Star Trek, the original series.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
I mean, that was especially, in like the mid 70s. It was a bit thin on the ground when it came to sci-fi.
Yeah.
You get Space 1999, and that was about it. And then, but you would catch, Star Trek on in syndication, and just watching, those, and the great writing. There was, you could tell it was on a budget, but it was still believable because you had really good acting, and then you had such great stories because they had the sense to go out and consult, authors, sci-fi authors.
Well, the
and
guys
brought
who
them
wrote
into
it, they were real science fiction authors to begin with.
Well, but you also had like City on the Edge of Forever is written by Harlan Ellison. There's a ton of
excellent.
They would
That's
go
what I'm
out
saying.
right, but these weren't the TV writers. They
No. That's
found
what I'm
those
saying.
authors,
Real
right,
science fiction writers came from the outside and did the scripts. Yeah,
right.
You didn't enjoy the Star Trek Discovery version
shut
of
up,
City
shut
on the
up,
Edge of
shut up.
Forever?
I didn't watch that. I didn't watch any of Kurtzman Trek because I knew the BS he was going to do.
Yeah. So mine was TOS for the long time up until the 90s, but I have to say Babylon 5 and
Babylon.
And there's a little show called The Prisoner, which it's barely sci-fi, but it's more like a psychological thriller with a small sci-fi element. Yeah. So I'm going to say Babylon 5 took the crown, but only because, I had 3 decades of just loving TOS so much.
I still love it now.
And I have to say SG-1 many times, there's some silliness to it, but sometimes it does Star Trek better than Star Trek. I do love that show too. But Samantha Carter gets a little bit tiring after 10 years, but
But there were a lot more sci-fi shows that were in BBC, and I used to watch them all, from Gemini Man to Fantastic Journey to what else? Was it Man from Atlantis, $6 Million Man?
Yeah. Well, that was an
there
American.
were loads.
Sapphire and Steel. You
Sapphire
remember
and
that
Steel. Yeah, I used to watch that.
She
Scary
was,
Sapphire and Steel.
Yeah, she was super hot.
I said she-wee then.
but I remember Sapphire and Steel scaring the shit out of me.
Yeah,
it's really,
the Avengers.
Really scary.
Yeah, Patrick, the Avengers kind of became sci-fi. It didn't start out that way, but the show sort of evolved to a more science fiction-y style.
It's hard to explain the 60s Avengers, because one episode would be just a spy thing, the next episode would be sci-fi with the robots and stuff, the third one would be comedy. Do you know what I mean? So it was a very it was hard to actually pin it down. The Avengers.
Yeah, the show was bonkers. I want to give an honorable mention to Farscape, which I think is one of the most innovative. Fantastic.
UFO was a good series as well, in the 60s.
Yeah. For me, it really is a toss-up between Star Trek TOS and Space 1999. It's I think both probably Star Trek has got the edge. Captain Kirk, isn't it?
Yeah. I was a fan of the original Battlestar Galactica.
I didn't like that at all.
It got a bit crazy as time went on, and then oh my gosh, let's not speak of Galactica 80, but
1980, yeah.
But should we do what the remake, the new BSG?
Does anybody remember Search Control? Search Control. So there was a show called Search Control. I think it only went to one season. It starred Burgess Meredith and Doug McClure, and it had three heroes. Every week it was a different hero, and basically what it was Search Control was this big organization, and the agent that went out into the field had like a earpiece, and they could see through his eyes and stuff like that, and they would tell him what to do as he's going through the mission. Anybody remember that? Look it up. It does exist.
I think you're showing your age a bit there, mate.
It used to be on BBC One. Sorry, I just thought I'd mention that anyway.
Invaders was a good one.
Invaders, yeah, terrific.
Yeah. So
that's happening now, isn't it?
Is it really?
Yeah.
Are
A
little
remaking
bit,
it? Then?
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, remaking it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
More of a
one-
reality TV show now. Than,
In the U.S.,
Mm.
search control is just called search. So
Right.
if you want to
gotcha.
find it, you have to look
Yeah.
that up.
Okay. Shall we do what the peeps said? Here you go.
99. Yeah, great stuff.
Space 1999.
Hold on. If the moon moved out of orbit, wouldn't the Earth
Impossible.
be fucked?
Yep.
Wouldn't the Earth be
Yeah.
fucked?
It wouldn't happen.
Yeah.
It'd be impossible to
Yeah.
happen. V Moon would spot the moment. BSG, yeah, but I'll start.
Yeah.
No, me, the Navi, numbers wrench. Ulysses 31's fantastic, yeah. Red Dwarf, brilliant.
Yeah, absolutely terrific Red Dwarf.
Bionam Reg, Stargate SG1 is only sci-fi, haven't been destroyed yet.
Yeah, give them
They're
time.
getting to it. They'll do it. Yeah, just give them.
You may have dodged a bullet, John, with Amazon, but they're going to bring it out eventually. You just know they are.
Well, they're going to do a full reboot of it, and they're
It's
going to
gonna
have
be
all of their woke
shite.
nonsense in it. It'll be terrible.
Yeah,
I've heard certain.
Be just like the
things.
Quantum Leap reboot.
Yeah, Quantum Leap
yeah.
was a good show.
Here you go,
First
not
it was a great show.
Z3PO, wrenched, or mate, Space 1999. Side Effect Legend, wrenched, Button Moon. That was fantastic. Dirky Face, numbers wrenched. Blake 7 with a nod to Sapphire and Steel for batshit crazy. Sapphire and Steel is on YouTube.
Yeah,
That was
certainly.
scary. That is a scary show. When I was watching it first time round, it used to scare the shit out of me because they have scenes where it was just silent. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just
Yep.
unnerving.
I need to check
So
that out.
unnerving.
Yeah, I feel
I
like
think
we
it's on
need
the
to.
I think it's on the classic ITV channel, all of the episodes. Go on, Mr. Son.
Oh,
Yeah,
cool. I'll check it out, mate.
I feel like we need to shout out Buck Rogers solely for.
We're getting there,
Wilma
we're getting there,
Deering
we're
and
getting there.
Princess Ardala.
Yeah.
Gav, here you go. Gavin Unit Wrench was spot. Hello, Gav. Star Trek, Blake 7, Dr. Watt, The Prisoner, and classic Doctor Who.
Yeah. Well, there's only only Doctor
George
Who.
L. Rex, wrenched. Oh, mate, there. If there's only one, it has to be Star Trek, mate. Franco Walker, wrench was spot. Hello, Franco. Blake 7 as a kid.
Do you know William Shatner never got any residuals from Star Trek, the
No?
original
TV show.
He got none. Yeah, and that's the you know when everybody was saying that he was being an arse, he was asking for more money to do Star Trek 3 or 4. He wasn't being an arse because they never gave them any residuals.
No,
so he has every right.
No,
to go.
No wonder they do
you.
the convention circuit, is it?
Yeah,
really?
no. Listen, after Star Trek was canceled, William Shatner ended up living in his car for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
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 Yep.
Yeah. So,
It's
I don't
TJ
blame
Hooker
him.
that kind of.
I feel
I
like
don't blame
I feel like we need to do something for the 60th anniversary of Star Trek.
Actually,
Which
Mr. Ben
is-
was sci-fi. That's right.
Which is approaching. Punch for face, wrench for spot. Oh, Mr. Ben. Fat. Lobber numbers, wrench for spot. Day of the Triffids. Wow.
Yeah, the Triffids was good.
Well,
Yeah.
you got the 70s Quatermass series, which is quite interesting now. That was
John Mills. That was
fantastic.
really good. That was.
Yeah, it was.
That was
Superb.
really good.
And it showed society collapsing, which is quite
Prophecy.
yeah.
Gap After Dark. Numbers wrenched. Nice pussy. Does upstairs, downstairs count? It does.
No, it doesn't.
This is a good one. We occasionally mention this one. Right. BBC's Star Cops, which I think is also on YouTube as well. Star Cops was fantastic.
Yeah. BBC's Bugs. Remember that one? Bugs. Remember that one?
Bugs,
No.
Yeah, it was Shane McLaughlin.
That's right. Shane McLaughlin.
Ruddy and wrenched Emmerdale.
Yeah, right.
Cartoon Man 154 wrenched Red Dwarf Star Trek UFO. There you go.
Does
Captain
anyone get a
Scarlet
lot of
as well.
love? Yeah, any love for Space Precinct early 90s?
Oh, yeah. I
No,
remember
that was all right.
Yeah,
It was
I
all
remember
right.
that.
Sulu
Space Precinct.
wrenched Jerry Anderson, wasn't it? It was all right.
Yes.
Expanse seasons 1 to 3.
Never watched it. I hear it's good though.
Yeah,
I
same.
just made a video about that show, so go to my channel and check it out.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
nice plug.
All right.
Gap After Dark, Numbers, The Bionic Woman.
Yeah, I watch it for Lindsay Wagner. Didn't
There
think
you
much
go.
of it.
More original. Yeah, I loved the original Battlestar Galactica. It was really
Yeah, it's
good.
fantastic. I love it.
Sheba. Oof.
Oh yeah,
Side
yeah.
feet. Oh, fucking had a thing for a
That's
big
good.
time.
Jane Seymour. Jane
Oh, yeah.
Seymour.
No, it was Sheba for me. Sheba was.
What about
Side
Knight
feet.
Rider?
That's
Why was
kind of
she in it?
sci-fi, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
You know who
Talking
Sheba's
car?
mother was, don't you?
Mm.
You know.
Yes. Yes. Danger, Will Robinson.
Danger.
Farscape is underrated.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it
Yeah.
didn't get seen nearly enough. I mean, it only had like
Yeah.
one season. It was
And
Well, it had
all
Muppets.
of those practical effects. Yeah, it's one of the few shows that had genuine aliens. I put the link to my video in the chat.
Was it
As
just
a
one? I
shameless
thought there were more
plug.
than one season.
Nope, I think it was just one season.
Wait, who? Farscape had
Farscape.
4 seasons.
Yeah,
I thought it
4
only had one.
seasons.
No,
No,
4.
Yeah, Farscape was
And
really good. We used to watch it on
it-
BBC Two.
Yeah, it actually got renewed for a 5th, and then they canceled it anyways. So they did the Peacekeeper Wars to wrap
Yeah.
up the
Yeah.
storyline.
Also, X-Files, they're re-releasing the last film they did, but it's the director's
Yeah.
cut. They're saying it's really scary. So
Ooh.
so I'm going to see that.
Yeah, looking forward to seeing that. Yeah.
Gavin
Yeah.
Unit Wrench was for tripods. Yeah, tripods was
Yeah.
alright.
Or
You know-
as we call it over here, Liam Neeson.
You go Punchable, Time Tunnel.
Oh, I remember.
Yeah, I remember Time Tunnel. Yeah.
Owen Allen.
Sequest DSV.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. Gavin Unit.
Land of the Giants. Land
Wrench
of the
was for
Boys
Giants.
to the
Land
bottom
of
of
the
the sea.
Giants.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Amelia
Boys
brings
to the
up
Sea.
the one that I was kind of shocked nobody mentioned was Firefly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cartoon Man,
phenomenal.
Numbers Wrench.
Cut Life
Hitchhiker's
Too
Guide
Short.
to the. That was great. Hitchhiker's
That's
Guide
that the
to
BBC version.
Yeah, the BBC.
Yeah.
version,
But
I've not seen
the radio show's better, but
I've not
yeah,
seen the film.
it's quite enjoyable.
Um,
Firefly is amazing, but it is only
Yeah.
13 episodes.
There you go.
and,
V Moonwood was what?
Eureka.
Eureka.
Yeah,
That was okay. I only saw season one.
it got really
got a bit
silly
silly
and
as it-
stupid.
as it
It
went,
started
yeah.
off good though. The
There you
pilot,
go. K Numbers. Okay. Babylon 5.
yeah, the pilot to Eureka is so much better though than the actual show.
Yeah,
They
Time
changed
Tunnel
a
again.
lot of things. before
Yeah,
they-
Amelia Bedelia.
Rogers.
Wrench. Hello, Amelia. Yeah, Buck Rogers. I love
Hello, Amelia.
First season of Buck Rogers was
Yeah, and
fantastic.
then they went on that hotel.
Then Gil Gerard
across the
happened.
galaxy. Yeah, he was doing cocaine and all kinds of stuff on his days
Yeah.
off.
Every time what's her name came on, though, I tell you, all boys around England must have had a stiffy watching her
What?
come on.
Ardala or Colonel Daring?
Both of
Darla
them.
was
Both,
hot.
yeah.
both.
Yeah, one was more naked than the other one, but yeah.
Ardala was very much like the gal from Battle Beyond the Stars.
Yeah, they
Yes,
just
it
canned
was, yeah.
just canned her after season 1 because they went
Yeah.
into that stupid. Everything
Yeah.
that was good about Buck Rogers got canned.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they
Yeah, I
made
know.
they made Wilma like an air stewardess, didn't they? In season
Yeah, I
They
know.
didn't
yeah.
say
that.
much.
Gave her a stupid outfit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well,
But she was gorgeous though, and every time she came
yeah.
on, your eye you just lit up. You're like, okay,
Yeah. Don't forget the first season usually had a hot guest star every episode, including Dorothy Stratton, 1980 Playmate of the Year.
Colonel
They had
Marky
some-
Post.
Yep.
Jamie Lee Curtis,
Some
Colonel
fabulous, gorgeous.
Wilma
girls.
Deering was a strong, empowered woman that got
She
all
was.
the way,
She was,
and
Yeah, she was.
nobody batted an eyelid.
Nope.
But
Amazing,
Glenn A.
right?
Larson would describe Buck Rogers as James Bond in space. That's what he would describe it as.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, I
I'm
think
gonna
I need to
admit,
watch season 1 again.
I'm gonna be fair. They could have written Wilma Deering like Ray, and I still would have loved her because Erin Gray. Goddamn.
Yeah,
Goddamn.
she's lovely, absolutely lovely.
For the people that are mentioning like X-Files and things like that. So I was never an X-Files fan, mostly because I saw Kolchak the Night Stalker in the 70s. So I'd already seen
yeah.
the series.
Yeah.
It was better
That
with
Bracket.
Darren McGavin.
Yeah, I consider that a horror show, but
Yeah,
that's
it
one of
is.
the best shows ever made on television.
Ever.
How many seasons did that
Yeah.
go for, guys?
I think it was just 2.
One, one or two, wasn't it? It wasn't particularly long because it started off with like the TV movies.
TV movie, right? Yeah.
Shall we do a quick super?
Go on.
Here you go. Tom WD40 Wrench Spot 2 pounds. Hello, Tom. Yo, Brune, my sis dog just died.
Man.
Sorry. To hear that.
Sorry. Yeah,
Pets are the worst. When my 2 elderly cats go, I don't know what I'm going to fucking do. It's just
so.
nearly,
Does that
nearly
does that
20 years old?
Is the trans dog still alive and only the cis one died, or
my dog died 2 years ago. I still like wake up and think, oh, I need to let the dog out. Oh no, I don't. No, that's bad.
That was that a thinking man's poorly?
It was a mid range thinking man.
All right, love you guys. Tom, give your sis a cuddle. Yeah, we sympathise. Pets are the worst when they go.
Yeah.
Okay. Shall we 1 hour? That's not bad for winging it.
Shall we talk about adult film stars next?
We'll leave that for when Price is on. I think that'd be better, don't you?
Yeah. There's some history.
That's an amazing
to this
story.
Yeah, it didn't come out of nowhere. It's
what?
there. We'll definitely bring it up next time we see him.
See, here you go. We'll do this. I'll just spot this. Right. That's you, Istophobus. When you get on open bar, don't freeze up like Brown did. No, I didn't freeze up. All I was just pleased to be there. Or alienate the entire audience like Ruin did by calling them man babies. That's fucking brilliant.
Also, make sure your mic works, unlike some people we've seen go on there.
They didn't get the joke, did they? By the way. Okay. Shall we do the,
I don't have delusions of grandeur. It could be a while.
Well, your channel's exploded. Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
There's nothing left.
They did it. They did at least read your super chat, and I think Fake Wizard said that he had watched one of your videos.
Yeah, and by the way, that guy is awesome. Go check him out. Him and Graham make amazing videos. Yeah.
Real life Fake Wizard is pretty amusing.
Yeah, he really understands.
The drink has become so big now, and also the guests that he have on is far more knowledgeable than I will ever be on stuff.
Are they?
And that's when he was first starting, I was on his channel, and so was Bolstrecht, and I think you were, Ian, as well. It was a very different dynamic. It was like talk about films, talk about it, just like we're doing here. But it's very different now because he's quite big. So I don't blame you, Ian, if you were just sitting there not saying anything. Because what else
genuinely,
I
was just pleased to be there. Yeah.
Yeah, but you didn't have anything to say though. That's the thing.
No, I said the odd thing, but it was very intimidating. Yeah, because
that's what I mean.
Listen, I'm more of a normie type thing. I've learned a lot because of what I have to, to produce the show and stuff. But I'm more normie type. I
never understood being intimidated in some public venue or something like that. It's just, I mean, you got what you got, and you come correct or don't worry about it. But oh no, there's 5 people or 5,000 or 50,000. It doesn't affect me.
Well, there's 54 people watching this at the moment.
That's better. That's
54 of the coolest people on YouTube.
Do you know what's interesting? If you look at anyone, like if you look on Facebook, if you look on Instagram, and you see people who've got 1,000 or 2,000 people following them, and then you see how many people they're following, which is 2,000 people they're following. Do you know what I mean? So, but if you've got someone that has 800 people following him and he's following 200 people, then those people that are following him are interested in what he's doing. Do you understand what I'm saying? So big numbers don't bother me. If you look at how many people he's following, that tells you the true story, what's going on.
Here you go. Mud Crab Numbers Wrench. Hello, mate. Mister, you're listening. I ran into a US porn actress at the pub a few weeks back. Was weird.
Years back.
Years back. Checked her tats. Yep, it was her. Should I say hello? Ask her to sign my hard drive. Ask her to sign my floppy drive. Weird night.
I mean, do you have enough room on those drives for her signature?
Anyway, all the best all stars of Romania.
How do you? So, I mean, I'm sure all of us at one time or another at least encountered like somebody famous or whatever. How do all of you handle it when you see someone famous?
I used to know Isla Fisher before she was famous.
Really?
I mean, and also Sophia Miles. Me and Sophia Miles used to, we used to go and do stupid things. But the thing is, when they get famous, they just forget your number. Basically, that's what happened. But dealing with them is fine because I didn't know they were going to be famous at all.
No, I mean, if you actually run into someone who is famous.
Well, I do it all. Yeah. I do it all the time, and it really depends if they have less sober time or more sober time.
But the thing is, though, the people that I know that was famous, when I was working in post-production, I met a lot of them. But I don't really get tongue-tied when I meet someone famous. There's something about them that I think, yeah, they're all right. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I mean, the one that actually really pushed me to the limit was the guy that was in 10. What's his name? Dudley Moore. Dudley Moore used to take me out all the time. He used to get me drunk all the time. He pushed me to the limit, and do you know what I mean?
I bet he did.
Yeah,
he did. He just literally got me drunk. Got me drunk every fucking Saturday. Do you know what I mean? It's just like,
I don't care how famous the celebrity is. When you just heard them tell a story about eating out of a trash can or smoking a dick for crack, it kind of humanizes them on a level that you're not really in awe anymore.
I was traveling back from Edinburgh. It was a Sunday night. It was the last train back from Edinburgh, York. Went to Tesco's to get some cat food in York. It's probably, I think they were open 24 hours. It was probably about half 11 at night on a Sunday night. And is it David Guest?
The little guy with the dark hair. Yeah,
the guy who was married to Liza Minnelli.
Yes, yeah.
He was there with dark hair. He was there at the checkout.
Paying for his celebrity.
Yeah, paying for his. Apparently, he used to live in York. He loved York for some reason. He was there buying his goods. Paying for his stuff at the checkout. And I looked at him. I thought, that's David Guest. And I winked at him. He nodded, and that was it.
That's the only one.
Weird.
I bumped into Samuel L. Jackson in Vegas when I went in my hotel.
Excellent.
Just walking across the lobby, and as he looked at me, I just asked him if he wanted my autograph. And he's obviously, I said he's obviously extremely honoured and privileged to finally meet me. So I had a good laugh and a joke with him, and got his autograph and went off and went to the bar.
I would just say it's the one that says "bad motherfucker" on it.
Yeah, I don't know that there's been anybody famous that I've like intentionally walked up to, because I mean you just kind of think about it and go, how much of a pain in the ass is being famous, because there's always people that are coming up and bothering you and things like that.
Do you know what? This is for his start. We actually met Christopher Walken once, me and my friend, when we were in Cannes.
Did you do the voice? Did you do the voice?
I've told this story before on this stream. He was just sitting there. It was when you're in Cannes, you can go into all these hotels if you've got the badge, because that's where all the stars are staying, and then you have meetings in the hotels. We went into this one hotel because we had a meeting, and Christopher Walken was just sitting on his own table in the corner, literally just sitting there drinking. I don't know what he was drinking. My friend said, "That's Christopher Walken," and I looked and I saw him, and he looked so scary. I said, "Let's just go." And he was like, "No, we've got to talk to him. We've got to talk to him." We went up to him and we started talking for 15 minutes. Really nice guy. Just such a nice guy.
Yeah, I don't doubt that there's a lot of them that are very polite and all that, but I don't want to bother him, because unless I have something, say like, "Hey, by the way, your car's on fire," or let them just do their thing.
Okay.
The two worst I've met at a Comic-Con was Charisma Carpenter and Tim Russ.
Oh, she's got a bad reputation. Just
she
like Walken.
she was horrible, and Tim Russ was just he couldn't be asked. And it's like,
oh, he's
Comic
such a
Con, at least
he's
act for the day that you like it. You know
no,
what
he's
I mean?
a woke wanker, man. But Walken has a reputation for being a sweetie. But listen, I've met a couple Nobel Prize winners and people like Richard Leakey. I am much more in awe of them than I am any fucking actor who barely dropped out of high school.
Yeah, I had a buddy that was at a meal involving some Saudi money, but one of the people that literally sitting next to him was Buzz Aldrin. And he said, I mean, he was like, Buzz is one of my heroes anyway. But because we were casuals, got to talking, he was like, he's fantastic, but he has no tolerance for fools at all. And
punch that guy in the face.
Didn't he hit one? Yeah. He
doesn't.
Good for him. He's written a science fiction book too.
Yep. Smart guy.
Yeah.
I met Mr.
Mr.
Bean once. He was nice. It was a good chat.
I met Donald Rumsfeld. And Alexander Haig. It was
wow.
I actually was sent by an investor to go and check out this pitch from some guy that was talking about a internet bank idea. And I spent like the first 5 minutes trying to figure out what the hell his accent was. And then was listening to his presentation, and there were some problems. So I started pointing them out and started debating him. That was Elon Musk.
I knew when you said accent. I knew. Well, actually, internet bank was.
Yeah, it was his original X.com idea was a bank on the internet.
Damn.
He's still going for that.
Tom WD5BS went to us what? 2 boots, cheers, Tom. The dog's name was Isabella, Chihuahua legend Kiss.
Oh wow!
Sorry, R.I.P.
Sorry for your loss.
Yeah, listen, he has to make Twitter fucking work before I'd even think about giving him my bank details.
It's even then, probably not.
It is a bit rough around the edges. Should we do the presentation then?
Go on in.
Okay. Bonus live stream today's day. Please like, share, subscribe. Need more channel members. Always good for any YouTuber, to be honest. Keep them doing it. Donation link from fancy donating, no commission, etc., from the comfort of your smartphone. Fill your boots, always gratefully received. And a big thank you to Carl Voigtlander. He knows why. This just dropped before we started, and I thought, what? A new Spider-Man Brand New Day set video indicates that the civilian who Jean Grey walked into traffic survived being hit by a car.
Bullshit. Yeah.
Brilliant. Absolutely, but it doesn't explain why she used an old lady to drive a tank with a bomb on it, though, does it?
Yeah. What about all the people that were in the cars when they were suddenly frozen and crashed, and we even saw one explode on fire, or people that were in a helicopter or a plane or under surgery?
I haven't seen it yet, but is this the same thing that they're doing with her, like they did with WandaVision and Scarlet Witch? Just walks
exactly the same thing.
More actually, she's worse. She's worse than Wanda, but yes.
Really?
So it's more like it. Here you go. Manuel Grell numbers on that. Finally, some Spider-Man content. Yes.
Yeah.
Do you know what though? You know what they should do? They should shoot a separate little. If they're really concerned about it, Marvel or whoever it is, Sony, they should just hire her again and shoot a separate thing where she goes around mending people or something. That's what they should do.
or go to jail, go to prison,
or go to jail,
and take accountability. But here's the thing: okay, he lived. He'll never walk again, but he lived. And all of the people that had heart attacks when she scared the fuck out of over 1 million people, statistically, dozens of people are going to die. Or how about
that? But there were plenty of people driving or doing something else. Yeah. Oh no! I hope there wasn't a hospital nearby when a surgeon was doing surgery.
Yeah. Or she just tossed Zindabuga off a roof. She didn't know if Spider-Man was going to have one of his hormone attacks when he's trying to save her. They both could have died. Like she was she was psychotic and cruel and manipulative. She was mean. She was evil.
Well, I mean, the other problem you had is that that it also damages Peter Parker because he
lets her go.
Gives her for this. Oh no, you're not a killer. And I was like, the hell she isn't.
Yeah, and he says in the movie, like, I can never forgive you for that, like 20 minutes earlier. So,
but you know what? If I was Feige, right? And I would literally want to hear this stuff, so I won't make the same mistake again in the next.
They don't learn. They don't learn from their mistakes. They
I just don't understand. Yeah, I don't understand why they're not doing that.
This made $1 billion in a week. He's going to make exactly the same mistake.
Yeah, I mean, again, and I assure you, Doomsday, which is just going to be cameo fest. They learned from Deadpool and Wolverine that's what people want. Oh, you want cameos? Well, you're going to get them.
Yeah, I don't think Doomsday's going to do as well as Spider-Man.
I don't know if it will or won't, but every complaint that people will have, I'll be like, yep, then the same complaint stands for Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
But they lap that up.
Yeah.
It's a shame, really, because this movie could have been 10 times better if they did another pass on the script and just got rid of every woke person and just got someone normal to look at the script.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Actually, you know, as soon as it's on VOD, you can edit it down to the really good movie inside of this one.
Well, that's going to be what the little slices that you had at the beginning where he's dealing with other things and it just runs in credits.
No, but you're forgetting one thing, Emperor. People that edited it, they can use AI to fill in the blanks. Do you know what I mean?
Too bad they won't have a story to fill in.
Punisher's is not going to miss in my version. Hey, listen, when the X-Men comes out, I'm going to be on the Sentinel. I'm going to be on the Sentinel side. And so would everybody in New York.
Yeah.
We haven't had the Sentinels, have we, in an X-Men film, have we? I mean, I think there was the head that fell in the third one, and that was it, I think.
No, in the time travel one, they had Sentinels. What was it? Days of Future Past.
Yeah, great movie that.
Pieces of them show up in Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah.
Is that really is a good movie, wasn't it?
No, it's not a good movie.
Oh, isn't it?
No,
the X-Men Days of Future Past.
When Wolverine goes back in time.
Yeah, listen, they got
Cotton.
saddled with Jennifer Lawrence, so they had to make Mystique, who's a minor character, much bigger because she was played by a famous star. It's the same Zendaya problem. You have her in a movie, now you have to expand her role, and she can't do certain things because she's Zambuga.
Yeah, Days of Future Past, that is a good movie, isn't it?
It was all right. Okay.
I don't remember any of the X-Men movies really because they all just kind of smeared together and were stunningly generic. I remember
First Class was good.
Yeah, I enjoyed First Class.
Yeah, I like that one.
Mog Kettlebell Ranch for a spot, Mog. The one with Ellen Page.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the one with
Ellen Page.
No, the footballer. Who's the footballer? The British footballer? Vinnie Jones.
Vinnie Jones.
Vinnie Jones. Remember Vinnie
Juggernaut.
Jones?
The Juggernaut.
Okay, do you want to see the follow-up tweet for this then?
Yeah.
Some fans have criticised Gene for being too evil, but this proves the actor was hit by a car moving slow enough not to hurt him.
That's a load of shit.
Therefore, it seems that Gene never actually killed anyone in the film.
Yeah, that's
who's saying this? Oh, MC. Oh, this is bollocks. Because if you've seen the clip, it moves very fast, and that guy gets hit at the side. He's either not going to walk again, or he's dead.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah, we saw how fast the fucking car was moving. We don't need an on-set video. Of course, the stunt car was going slower because they didn't want to kill the. They didn't want to kill the stunt man. Yeah, but fuck, man, that thing's going
like 40 miles an hour. Try standing in front of a car getting hit at 40 miles an hour and see how well that works out for you.
But I'll maintain that they made her stupid as well as evil because all she had to do was jump into the head of somebody who worked at the place and within 5 minutes she would have gotten everything she wanted to know.
Well, again, had they actually shown her as intelligent, the movie had been done in 5 minutes.
Yeah,
but you know full well that if it had been Cyclops and he took his goggles off for 30 seconds, he'd be in a Supermax facility right now.
Or
that's the thing, isn't it? That's the double standards is what's irking everybody.
Yeah, look, what is it? Kilgrave, the David Tennant character in Jessica Jones. He's the same thing. Look at what they did to him.
Well, they stuck Wanda in the island or whatever the hell it was, right? You know, the big Supermax thing, because she's crazy. Was doing something. Sadly, we then had WandaVision. But the problem is that everybody that's trying to cope on this thing and talk about how Jean Grey, no, actually it was fine, it was good or whatever. Shut up, comic book fans. This wasn't the character that you actually like. This was the character that they wrote, and it is shit. And it is a problem. And I don't care what your comic book lore says. They don't care either. They wrote this. This is not the origin of Jean Grey, as according to the comics. So why are you suddenly coping for this? It's because I just want to see my comic book in a movie. And there you go. You got it. You need to raise your standards.
I'm surprised though that they introduced her in effectively what is a Sony movie with Marvel, co-partnership, because it's Spider-Man is a Sony movie, isn't it? You know,
but that Marvel co-partnership is the problem, because the deal that Sony kind of made to start having Spider-Man in MCU movies was because their Spider-Man movies weren't doing as well as the MCU was, and so we'll do this, but then you have some creative control as far as making this work within the MCU. There's a reason that Homecoming starts, with him having already met Tony and done all the stuff in Civil War, which was actually one of the problems with Homecoming. But this is, you have to tie it in with the Marvel stuff, and so Feige's like, well, you got to tie it in with Jean Grey.
I think I'm surprised they didn't introduce her in an actual 100% official Marvel movie.
Well, it'll be years before they had a chance to do that. This is listen, they're going to use a Spider-Man movie to Trojan horse all of their characters into the MCU because people love Spider-Man. It's the smartest thing they could have done. It doesn't make sense story-wise, and it's not good for when they make somebody this evil. But yeah, if I was Feige, I'd put everybody in Spider-Man, because that's how they're going to rehabilitate their failed characters, and that's how they're going to introduce the new one, because they're going to use the stolen valor of Spider-Man to make them popular.
Well, I think they're also going to kill off the old X-Men in Doomsday, and so they want to reintroduce them. So
and they're not going to call it X-Men. They're not going to call it X-Men either, are they? They're going to call it the Mutants or something.
They, thems, he's, Pee-wees.
Yeah, and Sadie Sink, she's like a cartoon next to Famke Janssen.
Yeah, Beast is a woman in the new movie. Who knows what they're going to do? I'm not confident about it, I have to say.
Listen, there's a reason they put Yelena in here, because nobody likes Yelena, but they insist on making her a thing. So we'll put her in the one thing we know was going to be successful. Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Can't be asked. Anyway, reports say that it was Tom Holland that wanted it was his idea to have.
Well, that's what I said. That's what you get when you listen to actors write the story. Look at Picard.
Also, I'm pressing X to doubt.
Yeah, you never know.
Professor
all that's all PR bullshit. You can't believe any of that.
Yeah, Manuel Grell numbers reached. Get Holland some testosterone patches. I think we all need them, to be fair.
Do you know when he was in the bath with Elena, whatever her name is? That wasn't Tom Holland. It was a stunt guy.
I don't really give a shit who it was.
Apparently, it wasn't.
It wasn't also like CG underpants, right?
Yeah,
CG mask as well.
Shouldn't have been in the fucking movie at all.
Yeah,
you small potatoes.
Stunt cock.
Yes. Thank God. Manuel Gray making an Orgasmo reference. Let's go.
Yeah. Now there's a good movie.
That's the best superhero movie.
Yeah. When the guys who struck it rich and hit it big said, how can we fuck some of these porn stars we've been watching? Oh, I know. We'll write a movie and have them star in it. Like,
you're very much
Ian
into the
directing.
porn thing. This stream, aren't you?
it started.
He's got another screen
Hey.
up right now that's going.
Well, I didn't bring up the movie, and it started last night, and I didn't bring that up either.
Well,
I see.
Okay. Shall we? There was a couple of announcements regarding X-Men, but we'll do that Sunday. Shall we move on?
Yep.
On
Let's move on.
125.
Are we moving on?
What's this?
Yeah. Okay. This is the DC Studios Critics' Choice Association, whoever they are, the 6th annual Critics' Choice Super Award winners. Best superhero movie, Superman.
Yeah. Best actor.
In a superhero movie, David Corensvet's Superman.
Best actress in a superhero movie, Millie Alcock. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Do you know what? It's like me going, I've got the Mega Geek Award. Best director,
it's
Ian
true.
David Diaz. Do you know what I mean?
It's like, hey, I just graded my homework and I gave myself a fucking A.
Yeah.
It's like that professor, isn't it? Best actress in a superhero series, limited series, or made for TV movie. Danielle Brooks, Peacemaker.
I can't believe he didn't give it to his wife.
Well, not that way.
Well, I mean, he doesn't. He just watches
And
someone
then
else give it to him.
James Gunn fires up. Congratulations to at Superman, Collinsworth, Millie.
Yeah,
Oh,
I knew it already. It's the big woman from Peacemaker. Big
Yeah.
black woman, his friend. I knew that was who it was straight away because they got to tick that box. Everybody.
Collinsworth is obviously on X. I think we should tweet him and do some support for him because I think he's been shortchanged. I think he could probably be a decent Superman.
He could have been. The problem is he was doomed because he's in James Gunn's Superman.
Yep. A shitty suit.
Well, the shitty script.
And that as well. Well, that's a stream killer, isn't it?
Well,
Very
it's like
much
James
so.
Gunn is killing everything that he comes near.
Yep.
Very much so.
Yeah, that earnings from Spider-Man's clearly eating away at them quite a lot at the moment.
They finally broke 120 million, so they started to call it quits and call it a win. Jesus, it took them forever. It was so pitiful.
It's going to be interesting to see how the Man of Steel or whatever the next one's called is going to do.
I don't know. If
Man
that
of
movie
Tomorrow.
gets made.
Whatever it's called, yeah.
I don't know if it gets made.
Yeah. The Istophobos Critics Association Awards just declared Istophobos the greatest YouTuber of all time.
Best video on YouTube by Istophobos.
Yeah. However, the best story on YouTube goes to Price of Reason, the AI that talks about.
Go amazing story.
Go on, what's next?
No, I just want to bask in the
No,
greatness
this is rubbish. James Gunn, right? This is all trying to go where we're still moving, we're still making great content or films. That's what they're trying to say. It's like bollocks, fuck off.
But, they can declare victory. Let them declare victory. The world knows it isn't. They're not going to admit it. It's just like what did Zaslav came out and said, yes, I have full confidence in Man of Tomorrow. I've seen pictures. It's a great movie. Well, what's he going to say? I saw the James Gunn movie. It really looks like shit. You guys should stop giving us money.
But to put that shit in the same place I put Batgirl. The hell with this.
On 129.
We don't even know if that's true, though, because there's so
And-
many
and-
reports, isn't there? We don't know.
And so he
What do you
put it.
believe?
in the one place he knew the gooks wouldn't look,
In his
he
ass.
put Supergirl up his ass.
Who are these Critics' Choice Association?
That's right,
Paid
mate.
shills.
James Gunn and his wife.
Mrs.
Yes, yeah.
All got goodies
Yeah.
bags.
This is Corn Sweat's like, hey man, why isn't your wife in this movie? Why am I the only guy who doesn't get to bang her?
What a load of rubbish. Move along. Seriously,
Yeah.
this is
Colin
crap.
That's Rachel Brosnahan. though.
Colin
He's
Sweat could be a great Superman.
yeah, he's not missing out.
He's screwed
Yeah.
though.
Poor David. He's been shortchanged. He's like Cavill Mark too.
Hey, we
Yeah.
found this great garbage bag from The Last Jedi. I'm going to paint it blue and put it on Corn Sweat to wear. Isn't that? a
Oh, here we
beautiful costume?
go. Supergirl ends its theatrical run with 126 million at the global box office. Production budget was 170. Projected to lose the studio nearly 200 mil.
I think it's going to
more than
lose a
that.
little more than 200.
Yeah. Also, it took them like 3 weeks just to break 125. They were hanging at 124. They were making $7 a day per theater, and they're just like the movie. They're like, no, make it no, and they probably bought the last $1,000 worth of the tickets just to get it over the
Well,
line.
the last
Like,
I think the last weekend it was only in 8 theaters.
I think even if you take all of like the the nonsense James Gunn sort of stuff you got from his universe, it's the trailers. The trailers don't excite me to want to go and watch their movies.
Well, the
Spider-Man
trailers-
excites me to watch it, whereas
Yeah.
Doomsday I'll watch it. But the DC stuff, even Green Lantern for me as a DC fan, that should have been a movie all day long. I don't know how you come up with a series.
The
How
trailers
important.
have to cut. The trailers come from the movie, and there's nothing in the movie to excite you. So there's nothing in the trailer that's going to.
I mean, I can guarantee you, if you give me 90 to 120 minutes of movie, I'll find some stuff to stitch together to make a good trailer. You'll be disappointed as hell when you actually go to the movie, but trust
Yeah.
me, I can find
It's
it.
from another film.
Yeah. Why is she wet in here? She's clearly wet.
I didn't want to ask that question.
I tell my own story in the trailer. You get in there, and you're like,
The
oh,
GIF
what
was
the
like the GIF
Yeah.
was like a bukkake
Yeah.
shot.
She got creme de la creme all over her
Yeah.
face.
Did we all watch
That bad man
Supergirl.
Lobo.
John? Did you watch Supergirl?
I didn't, to be honest. I
Oh, good
was
luck.
going to,
Yeah,
and then
you're
I was
not
like,
missing it.
no, I don't like the look. I
You were
didn't-
cleaning
I
toilets.
didn't like the trailers. Yeah, I did not like the trailers for it.
Yeah.
I just
And Lanterns
piss,
next week,
apparently.
right?
It was piss,
Is-
apparently.
Isn't Lanterns next week? That's going to
Yeah.
be just
Yeah, it
a
is.
shit fest.
It's going to be rubbish. Can't be
Ian, how
I
honest.
many
know what
times? Oh, go on, John.
Sorry.
So I was just going to say, we know why they're calling it lanterns, not green, because there's going to be multiple lanterns in there.
Rainbows.
There's clearly red lanterns in there, yellow lanterns already
Ian?
in there.
How many times did you see Supergirl in the end then?
Once, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but
But,
the
I mean-
heroes are still Green Lanterns. It's still supposed to be. They were just embarrassed. They're embarrassed at the IP. They're embarrassed about the comics. They're embarrassed at the color green because he's wearing a brown fucking suit.
They should be embarrassed by the showrunner because it's Damon Lindelof, the same
Yeah.
idiot that gave us the Watchmen TV series on
Watchmen.
HBO,
Oh dear!
Yeah.
Don't remind
and
me of that
Alien
one.
And some
Prometheus.
Star Trek.
Yeah.
But seriously, though, I think what would have helped slightly, and it probably wouldn't have helped because the script was absolute shit, was casting someone that was absolutely drop dead gorgeous to play Supergirl, and give her a costume that really showed off her curves and and thighs.
It didn't
and,
help. It didn't help the Supergirl with Helen Slater.
No, obviously it didn't because the script was absolutely. I'm just saying, it might help a bit. That's all.
Yeah,
But,
they still would have lost money. It just would have been less,
exactly,
maybe.
exactly.
Yeah,
But it would have been better to look at, though. She would have
Yeah.
been a better
the
person
better
to look
thing
at
to
and
do
we
would have been
watching
to
it,
hire
yeah.
somebody who can actually write.
Absolutely. You're absolutely right.
Reg, in this feminist age, all girls are super. It's super. Help me out here.
Superfluous.
Superfluous.
I love that word. Can't
Yeah,
say
and-
it, but I love that word.
Yeah, and it did help Helen Slater's Supergirl because even though the movie shit, everybody loved her. They needed to hire a hot woman and a good writer.
Right. The
and
problem
that's
is,
how you make
again,
a movie.
hot woman alone, not enough.
No, of course it isn't.
Unless you're
But-
making porn.
Yeah, look at who they just hired to play Emma Frost. Samara Weaving would have been a great Supergirl, especially since, she's got boobs now.
Yeah, Cider Pete has a good suggestion there.
Do you want to read it?
Cast the actress that looks the least like Down's cat. Problem solved.
Legend and Wrench, by the way.
He is a legend.
Yes.
Okay, should we do a quick super? I nearly missed this. Sorry, folks. Buy an hour around 2 pounds. Cheers, my friend. It should have Peter turned into Spider-Man.
In
Man Spider.
Oh,
Yeah,
Man
for
Spider.
For the story,
Yes.
yeah.
I'm going cross-eyed. Okay.
I mean, the other big problem with the recent Spider-Man movies, it basically hits undo and goes back and erases the consequences and the character development. It's crap. I mean, it's the same reason that I don't like Star Trek 3 and 4. They're basically doing everything they can to try and undo what happened in Wrath of Khan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still like them though.
Yeah.
Because it's a great fun ride, but it is true. And actually, one of the few times I'm actually bawling in a movie theater when Spock died, I wanted them to undo that shit. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, shall we move on then?
Yeah.
It's gun stuff. James Gunn confirms that the Batman Part 2 and 3 will not film back to back. There was a rumor going around.
Yeah, they're not filming at all, apparently.
Yeah.
It's only 7 years. Like they needed to get a Batman as soon as the Penguin hit. Man, they needed to get a Batman movie out straight away.
No, we had to have Creature Commandos and Clayface and
Yeah.
I didn't like this Batman film.
I hated it.
Shit.
it
Yeah,
was
Catwoman was awful.
But the Penguin was good, and it created some momentum, and people would have been ready to see, well, maybe this one will be better.
Well, that's what screwed Gunn, wasn't it? Because if Penguin hadn't have done well, he would have moved forward with his Brave and the Bold Batman movie, which has kind of gone quiet since.
Wait,
but since
who brought
Penguin, they wanted to push it on.
Who brought up Annika Albright?
What?
Well, someone in the chat, Reddy in the chat says, I see. He said Mega suggested Annika Albright for Supergirl.
Who? What?
She's an actress, you could say.
Well, I really thought this film was absolute shit. Everything about it I hated. I really did. Oh well, he's a bit of an arse, but maybe older Batman, definitely. Who knows?
I mean,
we all want to see Batgirl.
The Batman had some redeeming qualities, but the problem is, who the hell wrote this? Because there's 17 acts in it, and all but the first 2 are just endings that just keep not ending. And the world's greatest detective is a moron.
They finally made him a detective. They just made him a stupid one.
Yeah, they just made him a bad one.
Yeah.
And I didn't like that collar of his. That so annoyed me in watching it. And his back car didn't do anything apart from just ride like an ordinary car.
Rocket.
Didn't do anything. And had a rocket on the back. That was it.
It was just a 70s muscle car. It was very,
but it was all the 70s muscle car. It kept causing me confusion because you'd see one bit and you're like, okay, I think I know what that. Nope, that's not it. No, it's this. No, it's that. It's just
that's a problem I think unique to you and serious gearheads. But
I was more than willing to go. Okay, this will work for other people.
Yeah, listen, I'm a little hot take. I actually thought Twilight looked good in the suit, but he made a terrible Bruce Wayne. So
I just think the whole thing was shit. It's really puzzling how you watch something like The Mentalist and he walks into a room and he can spot loads of different things that nobody around him can. Batman walks in the room and he says "fuck all." He just looks dumbfounded. That's a good detective.
He solves an elementary school level riddle. Whoop-de-fuck. You're right. And you're right about that. We talked about it, right? We needed a combination of the guy from Psych and the guy from The Mentalist, and maybe a little Sherlock, even though that.
Yeah, exactly.
No shit, Sherlock. Here you go. Georgius OX Wrenched. My friend. James Gunn has really tanked this franchise.
Yeah.
Not according to Zavlos, whatever his name is. Not according to Zavlos.
That's why Snyder took a little victory photo underneath the WB water tower this week.
Yeah, the problem is that all they could do is go, hey, Zach, how are your movies doing?
He just went to visit Mrs. James Gunn. Anyway.
Listen, it's not, he doesn't know what to do. Don't give it back to Zach. What you have to do is let it rest for 5 years and then start again.
Please, dear God, give it back to Zach. Do it. Give it back to Zack Snyder because I want to see the Snyder Bros take giant L's. Please let that happen.
Yeah. Right. Ian, the problem is these are assets that aren't earning money. They can't afford to let it rest. They will never let it rest. Well, they have IP. They have to be in the works.
Well, if that's the case, give it to me. That's all I can say.
Just I agree 100%.
Get rid of Gunn. Give it to me. I'll do it.
Yes, Ista brings up a point that's true for a lot of these studios because they don't create anything new now. They have IP, must mine IP. The problem is that constant and especially incompetent mining of it devalues the property itself. Yeah, and so the I'm gonna exhaust it in the short term means that it ceases to have value. Imagine someone now, like if Disney decided, I'm gonna sell Star Wars, you ain't getting shit for it because you destroyed it.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Paramount. Go ahead and sell Star Trek. Give you $8 for it.
Yeah, Disney had this idea that they had an unlimited well, like the value would never degrade of their IP property, and now they're seeing reality kind of has a different story than they suspected, and they can actually easily degrade the value of the properties.
They believe that the audience is like passive, and it almost that it's their identity that they go to things.
Yeah.
And the assumption that just because I churn out schlop that they will show up because I put brand on it, that can work for a while.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it exhausts pretty quick because people catch on.
And that's my point. They thought it was inexhaustible, and now they're actually finding out that it isn't. And but it makes sense. They feel that like that's that whole mantle theory again. They do that in real life. They're like, you need to have a two-spirit cinematographer who's half Asian and half Nigerian. It's like, we don't have any cinematographer. Well, go ahead, go get the sound guy and make him the cinematographer. They think that shit works. They believe
that everybody is fungible. That I can simply replace with other body, and somehow it gets done. Not recognizing because they didn't really get to their position through competence. They don't understand others did.
Yeah. So, God, it would be completely understandable that they think the audience is like that, the IP and the characters are like that. But people they don't want to go see Iron Man. They want to go see Tony Stark as Iron Man.
Yeah.
I'm not sure they want to see Tony Stark as fucking Dr. Doom either.
Well, you know what? If they were to reboot this, the first thing you'd start with is Batman, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Because let's face it, they've never done Batman right so far. I mean, the Michael Keaton one was close, but it wasn't. There was no cigar there. So that's what they should do. Start with Batman.
If you did an adaptation of Batman: The Court of Owls on the big screen, that would do really well.
No, because they can't. No, they're not capable of making anything good. They don't have the people. They don't have the.
Yeah, but you can. No, I said if you get the right people. That's what I said.
Yeah, but they don't. Yeah. The right people no longer work in Hollywood. There are no right people.
No, so
but that's the problem exactly.
So just in the fantasy realm, if they hired me, that's what I would do. I'd start with Batman first.
You really,
that's the thing, because I don't believe Batman's hasn't been done true to the way Batman is. Well, so that's the first thing I would do.
You need to start updating your CV, then, don't you?
I I actually think because of the success, sadly they screwed it up with Joker Folie à Deux, but with the first Joker movie, and then with Penguin, if what you did was build up the Rogues Gallery first and then introduce Batman,
no. They tried that.
well.
No, I think Batman first, right? Make sure he's got a good villain in there. Yeah, just give the audience what they want. Do Batman as close as you can to the 70s comics or the original comics, and then from there see what happens. If it's a huge hit, then we go on to something else. Just
right,
do
except
first.
they've already had huge hits with just the villains. If you do them well, if you're capable of doing good movies, then what you do is you build it up for suspense. You essentially do an inverse of what the MCU did, which was introduce individual heroes and then have an Avengers movie.
Yeah, but Batman, I believe that that's part of the woke. The woke is trying to boost up villains.
Well, no. The Penguin did not boost up the Penguin. It made him look like an evil, despicable motherfucker. It can be done, but it's
the
not
reason
easy
you
to
build
do.
up your villains is because your hero is only as good as the villains that he
wouldn't start off with the villain. I would start off with Batman because that's what people want.
They already have
Batman.
They already have a Joker and a Penguin. That's
reinstate. The point. No, I want to reinstate the hero being a hero, right? Because if you look at all the stupid Batman, he's been pushed to the side in this film, and he's not doing what he's supposed to do. So I would reintroduce Batman as a vigilante, as the comics portray him, the good comics, not
first.
And then introduce the villains. It can't be the other way around. It can't be villains first, then the main character Batman.
It can be because that's the story of Batman, that Gotham has gone bad. Then he decides that he needs to be a vigilante and solves it.
Then that villain would be in Batman.
Right, but the thing is, what you do is waste again. You once again waste time going, oh look, here's my origin story that we've shown 87 times.
No. I wouldn't do that.
Batman shows up.
I wouldn't do that. I would start with Batman. I wouldn't do his origin because everybody knows his origin. So I wouldn't do that. And I would. It's a toss up. What kind? If you guys were doing it, what kind of villain would you put with Batman? Would you put the Joker?
Black Professor. Black Professor.
Yeah, no, I think I would start with something that has to do with the institutions of Gotham.
I would
Cambridge.
Cambridge University professor.
Yes. Black Mask. Black Mask would be great to start with. Something like that. Yeah,
it has to be something that there's a reason that Batman realizes that the police and standard justice system is incapable of handling it. And really, the only way you can do that is something that's institutional to Gotham.
Crime lord.
Absolutely. And also, Commissioner Gordon will be a white guy. That's all I'm saying. He'll be a white guy because he needs to be a white guy.
Yeah. So, I'm with Cartoon Man. I don't want to see Tony Stark fucking Dr. Doom either. Obviously, I meant to say Robert Downey Jr.
Mr. Brown Lights. Oh, that's me. Batman versus Burnham.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That's just my opinion, of course. A lot of people have other different opinions. But to me, I would start off with Batman, get a good villain in there. Black Mask has never been done, or has he? I don't know. But that's a good idea from John, because that Joker's been done, Penguin's been done. And do it right and do it properly.
Well, I think Amelia brings up a point as well, and it's one of the complaints. It's certainly the complaint I had with Nolan's movies. I can't. It's not a complaint I have with Tim Burton's movie. Tim Burton's movies got Gotham correct. The idea that it's this gothic kind of just being around it. There's kind of a dark and nasty feel to it. That everything is degrading. That its best times were in the past and all that, right? That's the thing that you want to have. You want to have the setting so that you understand why Batman comes up, and it's not just, because my family and I'm a fight crime and all that. It's that the institution itself, the city itself, can no longer handle it. It is collapsing under the weight of crime.
Shit.
Yeah, and remember, Jay started off. They ruined it with Folie à Deux, but they didn't have to try. They already had a good Joker. Then we had a Penguin. We already had the villains out. They should have brought Batman back into those, because those were two exceptionally well-made villain. One was a series, one was a movie, but they were well-made and they were successful.
Yeah,
more successful than any hero they've tried to put on screen.
Introduced the idea that Gotham is falling apart.
Yes,
that you have these people that are just jumping across the edge, the line between good and evil, and chaos is starting to reign.
Ex Flavius, ex Batman v Scarecrow could be interesting.
That's the
but
Scarecrow in the Nolan movies is the only thing that I like. The problem is they waste him.
Yeah, and he represents the idea of institutional decay, because he's part of the system.
What I would do as well is I would have Batman's eyes white. Because if you look at Batman, right, especially when Ben Affleck was playing, Ben Affleck's got a mole on his face. Anybody looking at Batman go, wait a moment, Bruce Wayne got a mole on his face. Wait a sec. So what I would do is I'd have Batman's eyes white, like in the comic books, so you can't tell what color eyes he's got. But also when they're firing bullets at him, I would have a little shield that comes from his nose to cover his whole face. Do you know what I mean? So if so they can't shoot him in the face. That's what I would do. So I mean that's just adding something to the Batman thing. That makes sense. And, you know what I mean? So
and John's idea, I think the Court of Owls is the villains that best represent the idea of Gotham's institutional decay.
Absolutely.
So, that is a really good place
I think that's one you have to lead up to, though. I mean, because that's a pretty heavy story.
I think my view is I think James Gunn was going to attempt to do it, because there were two things I thought about. He was going to do Brave and the Bold, which introduces Damian Wayne as a kid Robin.
Oh no, just leave that out.
And of course, Court of Owls has Damian Wayne involved with it.
Well,
so I think he was going to lead into that. And again, I agree with you, Ian. I want just a Batman on his own in a movie.
Yeah. Well,
I think being Batman, not with Robin for a
while. No, because again, the reason James Gunn would have followed that is because the only thing he can do is quirky ensemble movie.
And he wanted to do Super Sons as well, I reckon.
Yeah. Two-Face and Scarecrow would have been a great
they're great
leading up to the Court of Owls.
He's got some really good. I mean, I remember the computer game, and brother used to play the computer game. What is it, Deadshot? It had Batman versus Deadshot, and they were fighting, and it was amazing. Batman was flipping everywhere and stuff like that. Thinking, why didn't he do that in the film? So you know what I mean,
Ian, I have to say, like, even though you're right, like the eyes should be white, I feel like that's rearranging the deck chairs on the Titanic a little bit. Like they've got a lot fucking bigger problems than Batman eye color. But one thing I noticed, like they say the camera adds 10 pounds. The Batman suit adds about 30 pounds. Affleck's in great shape, but he almost looked fat when he's in the bat suit. You need a skinny guy in the Batman outfit to not look fat when he's on camera.
Yeah, the problem with Affleck was also that he was drinking, and so he had that facial bloat.
Also, he needs his ears back. Yeah. He needs his ears to be bigger. I hate those short ears.
Yeah, I can't really criticize Affleck for that, though.
No, I mean,
hot kettle black.
You're like, okay, this is the problem. And, the thing that you weren't required to do was look thin in this suit.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I have never seen the guy at a meeting. I'll tell you that. So, I don't know.
Yeah, I'd never have Batman in the day. He'll always be in the night. There's point.
Yeah. Batman is not. He should never listen. Half of these guys should never be out in the daytime.
Nope.
And when they show it, it's so cringe because
like in the Flash.
Even watching Spider-Man walking into damage control in the middle of the day, he's just this bright red thing walking down a dull gray street. It looked a bit silly.
I mean, Spidey does too. He does operate day or night.
There you go, Cartoon Man, Numbers Wrench. They shot a Batman scene last weekend in Liverpool.
Yeah.
Wellham on the Runcorn Bridge.
Oh. So Gotham's going to look like Liverpool.
Well, it's cheaper to shoot there, isn't it?
They shot the last one,
Maybe they'll play some Beatles songs.
It'll be the Lily.
Also, you've got to have the best thing about Michael Keaton was his Bruce Wayne was quirky and love it, and you could gravitate towards him as well.
Yeah, he's charismatic.
Yeah, and so
he
you
was
need
excellent.
You need someone that can tackle both characters, Batman and Bruce Wayne. I mean, what's his name?
Played
was
the mask.
and,
he played the mask of Bruce Wayne brilliantly.
Yes,
you know,
Bruce
Wayne is the mask, not Batman. It's Bruce Wayne, and he did it well.
Or alternatively, you don't necessarily have to have the same actor in the suit as you do as Bruce Wayne.
That's
okay.
True.
Shall we just do one more slide then? Are we finished with Batman? I feel like we could have carried on for a bit more, but
yeah,
somebody mentioned the Beatles, and it seems a very, very good segue. Should we do one more slide? Sure. I'm filling for time here.
I reserve the right to withdraw my agreement, depending on what I see in the slide.
Filling for time. It just makes it easier to index for Gavin.
Yeah, if it's a Celine Dion, well...
this was today, right? This photo was taken 57 years ago today, and is probably the most iconic album cover of all time.
It certainly is. You know,
God.
damn,
I'm old.
Oh God, tell me about it. Paul McCartney was talking about the day when he found out that John Lennon had got shot, and he said the thing that annoyed him most was that the person that shot him was just a nobody. You know, he just shot him out of a whim, and just a bloody fucking no one. And he was. Remember watching an interview.
Wasn't that Jodie Foster's boyfriend?
No, I don't know.
But that was the guy that shot Reagan, wasn't it?
Oh,
yeah, I
get
so. Yeah.
So wait, who was the John Lennon
Chapman?
Yeah,
Mark Chapman.
Yeah,
it was a no
one. Who
one.
was he obsessed with?
Lennon, probably.
Yeah, it's a shame, really, because the only two people left are the two in the middle, aren't they? Now, John Lennon, George is gone. I always wanted to make a Beatles film, but I know this Beatles film they're doing is not going to be very good. I just get the feeling it's not going to be good.
The last one by Peter Jackson was amazing.
Yeah, it was all behind scenes stuff. Terrific stuff.
It's 9 hours long, and the first thing I wanted to do when I finished is watch it again. Yeah. It's incredible.
Here you go, Punchable Face. Lennon was shot on my birthday.
Yeah.
Was that your birthday wish?
I remember we was at school, and my friend would obviously knock on the door. We'd walk up to school, and I remember he walked in. We let him in. Walked in. He said, "Lennon's been shot dead." I remember that.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it?
You said Vladimir. He's been dead for a long time.
But you know, when they started, right, no one had any faith in them. When they recorded their tracks, they just recorded it in one sitting, and then that was that. It was printed on the record, and that was that. Do you know what I mean? But also, you found out, because when they were put together, you found out that all of them were talented through time. George Harrison, my God, he created that. Was it Wilburys? What were they called?
Yeah, the Traveling Wilburys.
Yeah, they're great. And
nobody thought otherwise, though. I don't.
Yeah. No. Well, when you think of the Beatles, you think John Lennon, Paul McCartney, but you don't give any space for the other two. And the other two were talented as well.
That's
not true at all. If you're a music aficionado.
Maybe in the UK. Maybe in the UK, then.
You're doing the normie thing. Hey, Ian McMillan, who took this photo, they sold some prints at auction. You can buy a print of that album cover for £1,000.
If they were to redo this cover now, would that be a rainbow?
Walking across
I've walked across that.
Yeah. No, not only would they would be getting arrested for defacing a rainbow crosswalk. You would have you'd have the filth there as well.
The filth.
There'd be an emissions tester just behind them as well to make sure cars were following pollution plans.
Yes.
Well, that Beatles not making it. Put that out.
Abbey Road net zero.
You're not real Beatles. You're white, toxic white males.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also,
the
they
Oh
get
my
reason,
gosh, you
sponsored by
can't even spell it
Manscaped.
right.
yeah, net zero. The reason England's economy is in tatters. Thank you. We will.
I mean, when they broke up, right, they all went their separate ways, but they all did things like, Paul McCartney became, did the Wings thing, and that was a huge success. And John Lennon did his own albums, and that was a huge success. I think the only one that really didn't do much was Ringo, maybe.
Ringo
in
did
movies.
more than anybody else. He
Really?
produced
So what did he
dozens
do?
of albums. He won a
Oh,
Grammy about
produced.
10 years ago.
And he was boffing Barbara
Produced.
back as well.
Yeah, he did movies. He did insane amounts of cocaine.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
he
Caveman is a recognized classic.
Yeah.
It's
So-
purely
so-
I mean, Thomas the
he
Tank
was
Engine as well.
he was a studio drummer. He played with dozens of guys. He's
So-
made
so-
tons.
Hold on. So all of them, when they split up, they all did something great.
Yeah,
right?
because they're
Well, that's
musicians.
great.
They didn't
That's
stop
fantastic.
making
So
music.
so they're all talented then. Every one of them. There's not one that didn't have anything when they broke up. That we say that's terrific
We
because
finished.
I've always been a huge fan of the Beatles. You know what I mean?
Cheers, eggs.
I've always been an anti-fan of the Beatles. But
you
I
don't
still
like 'em?
No, but I think they were
okay.
way overhyped.
Never got into them, but I've got
I
love for them
love
now a
them.
little bit.
Same.
You had
I've
better
got-
British bands at the time, let alone bands in general.
I've got all their albums. I love them. I think they're
Oh,
great.
good for you.
Beatles.
Okay, and on that bombshell, I think that is it, folks. There are other slides, but 2 hours plus Wayfarer's doing his gig. So that's it, folks. Chat, you are wonderful. Apologies for the. Was it a struggle session at the beginning or the cope session?
Could have been.
Struggle session.
Cope session politics. It just
Oh,
we've got to get it off our chests, folks. But anyway, hope we didn't bore you too much with that. We got there in the end with the entertainment stuff. So thank you for the interaction, the super chats. The
You left a super chat hanging.
I know. I'm
yeah,
going to do it on the way out, as it were.
Oh.
We'll do member chats, super chats, all the chats, and
where are we?
here we go. Daboos UK gift. Evening, my friend. I'm assuming this is quite big, actually.
Goat trophy?
1,000. Yeah, 1,000
Jewels.
jewels. Goat trophy.
I think that's about
$10?
$5. I don't know how jewels work. I think
don't
it's
know.
$5 or $10. I think.
I think we get a bonus as well. YouTube are offering a bonus at the moment for jewels
I don't get
until
any of that
October, I
stuff.
think so.
We
Thank
had
you, my friend.
we had one more super.
Oh, we're coming in.
Yeah,
Look, we're coming in at death. Here we go.
Ah,
By now around wrenched like boons. Thank you, my friend. The Batman Part 2 will not be able to beat Spider-Man box.
yeah,
No.
that's correct.
Yeah, I'm not
Odyssey
sure it'll
from-
be able to beat half of the Spider-Man box office. But
Odyssey made $1 billion as well, hasn't it?
Is
Did it finally cross over?
Yeah, it's crossed over. Yeah.
does anybody but
dark
me
side.
find the idea of a YouTube in-game currency absurd? Like,
I mean,
missing
it's
something?
all they're doing is just copying Twitter and 8,000 other things. It's all they do now. They don't innovate.
Okay.
Anyway, okay. I think that's it, folks. We're
to
going to be
know.
raiding Wayfarer. What's he talking about? The movie.
Bollocks. Oh,
Well-
he was covering Clannad.
Yeah, we're going to be raiding Wayfarer, everybody. So if you're into, is it Clannad?
Yeah,
Lawrence, what are you talking about?
it's
I
right
can't
there.
remember. Oh.
He
Don't
put it in the
know.
chat.
Oh, here we go. Sorry, it moved up out of my vision. There we go. Oh, God. Chat, stop moving. Oh, God, he's moving in there. Boomerang. Here you go. Wayfarer Projects, Wrench was spot. Clannad, Legend up next. Robin of Sherwood, the hoodie.
Which version though? Which version?
TV series.
Yeah, which version? There were two, weren't they? Remember, he changed halfway through. Yeah,
The
blonde
original,
hair,
probably.
dark
Connery's
hair, and
son,
then he had
wasn't
blonde
it?
hair. Yeah,
Oh,
Connery's son
okay.
took over. Yeah,
And then Michael
can't remember.
Prade?
Prey. Michael Prey or something.
Prey,
I can't remember his name.
the Colby's dude, whoever it was.
Yeah.
Okay. That is it, folks. Let's get the guests up. John, cheers, mate.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me on. Good fun. Thank you very much, guys.
Throw John a sub, everybody. John, put your link in the channel link thing. See if we can get you a few subs.
Thanks very much. I appreciate it. I'll stick that up now. Sci-Fi Chronicles. Thank you.
Especially if you're into Stargate, folks. Mega Geek, cheers in.
Yeah.
No worries.
And Broadwood.
Yes. Yeah, it's great being here. Sadly, I have to go back on a stream in about
I know,
35
you're a busy
minutes.
boy, aren't you? Thanks for stepping in, mate. Anyway, appreciate that.
No problem.
It's the cheers, pal.
No problem. No worries. Cheers. Bye, chat. Thank you, chat.
There you go, and that's John's channel, everybody. We're out of here.
We're out of here.
We're back Sunday. All I can say is, if I can get my words out, have a great weekend, everybody. Tatty bye. Enjoy yourselves. Summer's back in the UK.
Ta-da.